What's up, y'all? I hope everyone's enjoying the holidays and shit, having a good time, with their friends and family or whatever. But today we got another topic video that I'm gonna put out for y'all, and it's gonna be called "Things I Hate About Parents." And here comes the needless already. Why do you hate your parents? You must hate your parents. No, like not everyone hates their parents. These are just things that the average parents do, and that I really, really dislike. Not just procreation, obviously, but things that parents do to their children once they're here. So, yeah, let's get into it. I really, really hate the sense of ownership that parents feel once they create you. Yeah, they have a responsibility to take care of you, but they act like they own you, like you're a type of dog or cat or something, like you're a pet or a toy. I remember I said that in one of my songs before, called "Fuck Procreation." I said something like, "A child is not your pet; it's not a fucking toy," and that's true because like you don't bring another human being here and think you just do whatever you want to them and make them do whatever you want. It's mean. Like your parents, some parents, they treat their kids like they're little mini slave. Like you make them do like grab the remote for me, go buy me a bag of chips from the store and all that shit. Like, bruh, they didn't ask for that. And like they be treating their kids like they just these robots, some little objects, the little mini slaves supposed to do everything for them and shit when they can do it themselves. Like when you have a kid, even though I don't support having kids, if you have a kid, you should be doing everything in your willpower to make that child have the greatest life ever. Even though I still think you shouldn't bring them here in the first place. If you do, you should make sure that that child has the best life ever. Try to make their life almost perfect. And even if you do that, it's still extremely difficult because of things that happen outside of your power to them when you're not around your child. Yeah, it can be very bad things that happen to your child when you're not around. But yeah, that's anyway. Next is, this doesn't apply to all parents, just some. Like I said. Next is about abusive parents. I fucking hate abusive parents. I fucking hate them. They honestly can die. Like, how you gonna bring someone out of non-existence, put them here, just so you can harm them whenever you're mad or feeling upset or had a bad day at work, and then when they do something not even probably that bad, you wanna either punch on them or take off your belt and whip them or burn them with cigarette butts or fucking lock them in the basement and shit. Like that's cruel. They're not slaves. Like they're your child. And even though I don't support procreation, if you're gonna bring somebody here, you should not be fucking. You shouldn't be doing that. Like that's fucking human decency. Like you shouldn't do that to another person. Like some of these people out here, they have like no emotion whatsoever, no fucking empathy, no sympathy, none of that. They just think, oh well, I'll fucking beat the brakes off of them and they'll get over it, whatever. Like, no, that fucks a child up. In the future, they gonna remember that shit, and it might turn out to be like your dumbass. And I already know somebody gonna be in the comments somebody gonna start talking about some. Oh well, that's how you're supposed to discipline them. Like, how else are you gonna teach them right from wrong? How about not bring them here in the first place? I made tons of videos explaining to y'all niggas why you shouldn't do that. And some people still gonna have kids anyway. Like, this shit is ridiculous. Yeah, like, in order to make somebody know something is wrong, you need to punish them. But there's other ways other than beating on them. Like, you could take away like certain privileges, or like no snack time, some shit like that. When they're young and stuff. But don't just go fucking beating on them and shit. Like, it really makes me sick. Some of these cases could be extreme. Like, you always hear about it in the news and stuff. Like, all the child abuse situations and people like getting sent away from CPS and going to foster homes, child protective services, all that. And like, I remember there was this one time I saw this video, and they was explaining how these two parents, this woman and her stepfather, the stepfather of the child, they beat the kid so bad he fucking died. Like, and I think in the video they said something like his skull was cracked or something. Like I remember, I can't remember all the details, but I remember I'm gonna link it in the description so y'all can see it. It's only like a 2-minute video. They explain it and everything, but like I think they cracked his skull and like he had so many cuts on him, and I think he was only 8 years old, and they killed him, bruh. Like that's fucked up. Anyways, I'm digging too deep in this one section. Let's get to the next one. Limits. That is another thing I don't like about parents. They put certain limits on you once they birth you. Like, for example, if your family is broke as fuck and they have you, guess what? You're going to be broke as fuck. If your family lives in a country where there's war and they have you, guess what? You're going to be in a fucking war. If your family is rich and they have you, you're going to be rich. But you could still experience problems in life like sicknesses, illnesses, depression, fucking cancer, AIDS, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. And these limits that are forced upon you just because your parents brought you into the world and they was in that situation, it's disgusting. I don't like it. And along with these limits, they also try to control you and control your life. Like, you ever had a time where sorry about that. You ever had a time where like you wanted to stay out like a little later, like an hour later, and they tell you no, and then your friends go somewhere else and they have fun while you gotta stay in the house because you're curfew or whatever? Like, I know they care about your safety and shit, but it's your life. They should let you do what you want to do. You know, it's your life. As long as you ain't fucking like killing people and raping people and shit, then you should be free to do what you want in your life. You know? They try to say you can't do this and you can't do that, when even though they're your parents, you are your own human being. You are not a pet, you're not a slave, you're not an object, you're not a robot. You are a human, and you should be able to do what you want to do. Not these two fuckers that brought you into the world and want to treat you how they want. It's wrong. I also don't like when some parents, not all parents, they sometimes abandon you for certain shit. Like, if they're on drugs and shit, they'll be on drugs all the time, trying to buy some drugs and not spending time with you. Or if they're like putting their significant other over you, a lot of you probably know about this. Like, they'll always be with their significant other, and you'll be home alone, or even at your home, they'll bring a significant other to your house and then treat you like garbage and treat their significant other like a queen or a king or whoever they're with. That's so wrong. And then another thing I want to talk about is how they like to kick you out at a certain age. Like, the usual age is 18 when they want to kick you out, because, like, you know, they want you to be on your feet and have your life together, you know, working your wage slave job or going through fucking years of school learning that BS and shit, all for nothing, just to die in the end. They want you to learn all this school shit and working for the rest of your life. And most of them want to kick you to the curb once you're a certain age. Like, okay, I don't need you anymore. You're too big. I'm taking up too many resources. You can do it on your own. Bye-bye. It's fucking disgusting. Like, why would you bring someone here knowing that you can't? Like, I believe, and of course not everyone's going to believe this, I believe Every parent that has a child should be able to make their child as happy as possible, since they want to have kids, make their life almost perfect, and be able to financially support them, like literally until they die. Like they should be able to have that much wealth if they want to bring somebody here. Like, even though I don't think they should bring them here in the first place. Like, your child should be able to live off of you forever, not when you're 18. Oh, do that on your own. Bye bye. Like, they didn't ask for that. Some people can handle that okay. Some people can't handle that at all. That's how some people wind up homeless too. They say, "Oh, just stay in school and be optimistic and you'll reach success and shit." And like, they don't understand. Not everyone wants to do that, and that is the only. And it's unfortunate that that's the only way you can make it in this world. If you work like a slave and go through decades of school and just work for the rest of your life just to earn some money to spend on bills, and then you barely have enough to spend on your own time. You only have certain days of vacation and shit. Not everyone wants to do this. I don't like the how they always tell you, "Oh, I brought you into this world, so you gotta respect me." What? How about this? Did I ask you to bring me here? Like, did I ask you to bring me into this world? No. So stop boosting yourself up and thinking you deserve a reward for taking care of me when I didn't even ask you to. Like, if you have a child and you do all these great things for them, get them an amazing school and buy them anything they want and stuff and feed them and get them any clothes they want, and then the child disrespects them in some way and they respond with, "Oh, I did all these things for you and all that." So what? I didn't ask for you to do that. And I appreciate the fact that you did, but you didn't have to do all that if you never birthed me. Stop getting like that's like saying, "Oh, here's a TV. I'm gonna break the TV and then fix the TV." Like, I broke the TV on purpose and then I'll fix it and say, "Yay me. I fixed the TV. Yay." Like, no, you can't purposefully bring a... Look, here's what I'm trying to say. You purposefully decided to have a child, right? And then a child has things it needs. You provide your child with the things that it needs, and then try to say, "Oh, I'm a good person." No, the problems of your child, it all happened because of you. Like, those problems that your child has, you brought them upon yourself because you decided to bring them here. And the fact that they need things is crucial. You gave them the things, and now you think you're a good person. No, you're not a good person. You're just fixing problems that you created by yourself. That's like say you have the cure for cancer, right? That's like purposefully giving someone cancer for a month just because you have the cure and you can cure them at the end of the month. Like, you can't make a problem and then make a solution, or already had the solution beforehand, and then try to boost yourself up. You can't smash someone's iPhone just because you can buy them another one. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. Like, you don't just walk up to someone and slap them in the face just because it's not going to hurt 10 minutes later. Well, that's if you don't slap them too hard. Like, I think y'all get what I'm saying here. Long story short, I appreciate my parents. I appreciate them for, doing all this shit for me and stuff. But it wasn't necessary. Like, my existence was not necessary. Y'all didn't have to bring me here just so y'all can do all this stuff. Like I said, I appreciate them and everything they done for me, but I didn't ask for it. No one did. No one asked to be born. No one asked for the stuff they have in their life. And before they were born, they didn't need it either. So yeah, that's just my thoughts. Things I don't like about parents. Hope y'all enjoyed that. And I have a lot more videos coming out soon. So stay tuned, y'all. Peace.